Wakey wakey, 201. Got some more questions. Sound the alarm! Prisoner 201's escaped!
Well, you know, with Dad's back on the streets, things will be on the up and up for us.
Keep your voice down. You want that rebel hunter to find us or something?
Come on. We're small fries compared to... Huh?
Alright then. That's everything's perfectly fine. Anyway, hello and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice, where last episode we finished up the second case of the game, which was the magical turnabout, and it was fantastic. And I'm sorry I'm starting here. I know I usually start on the main menu, but I'm recording this right after the last episode because it just cast me into the next episode, or the next case immediately, with no break whatsoever. So here we are. It looks like we're back in the Kingdom of Rite playing as Phoenix. And it's May 9th, 3:30 p.m. Temple. That's a name. That's a name right there. Alright, let's do it. Another fine day in the Kingdom of Rite, in case you couldn't figure out that we are back in the kingdom. It's so peaceful here. I can't believe it's been 2 weeks already, but this place is really starting to grow on me. You've been here 2 whole weeks? Did you not book a flight back? Like, how long did you expect to be here for? Still, yes, thanks. I remember the first case. It was quite the show, I must admit. Now, to do what I came here to do. To see Maya. Oh, is this it? Are we finally gonna get to see Maya after 2.5 goddamn games? Her long aesthetic training is finally coming to an end. But before it does, she said something about one last rite she has to perform today. Albie? Albie!
Haparaki.
Hey, Albie. Haparaki.
Oh, you've mastered the traditional greeting of Rite.
I don't know about that. I guess all that practicing is paying off.
Have you gotten used to life at the temple?
I'm grateful they're letting me stay here, but the morning starts a little too early for me. Hold it, didn't it say it was no, don't, didn't it say it was 3:30 p.m.? 3:30 p.m. Phoenix? I don't know what you classify morning is, but generally it's not 3:30 p.m. Morning prayers do begin at dawn. After all, you can never pray too much. Daily devotion is very important here in Rite. Hats off to you guys, I don't know how you do it.
And today's a special day, full of even more prayer than usual. There's nothing better in this world than being able to pray to your heart's content.
I can think of a few things I'd rather do. So, what makes today so special anyway?
You mean you don't know? Today's the purification rite. It's only performed once a year.
That's what Maya must have been talking about on the phone yesterday. I wonder what her role in it is. So, what exactly is Maya going to be doing for this purification rite?
What? Didn't she tell you? She's playing the role of Lady Kira. It's only the most important part of the entire rite. It's unprecedented to have a foreigner play such a key role.
Well, it's really something.
It really is. Helping such an amazing person has been the greatest honor of this humble tour guide's life.
So, who is this Lady Kira you mentioned?
Allow me to explain. Once upon a time, hundreds of years ago, there lived a female warrior who fought valiantly to establish the Kingdom of Rite.
Let me stop you right there.
Is something wrong?
No, it's just, I get a feeling I'm in for a really long story.
Yeah, I'd say no one takes
About 2 hours to tell. Phew, dodged a bullet there.
Oh, right, you're supposed to finally see Miss Maya today. The story can wait then. In the meantime, you can read up on the Rite with this.
An English guidebook? Where'd you dig this up from?
I found it just lying there in the temple library. I figured no one's using it, so I borrowed it.
Hey, this book belongs to Maya. See, there's her name on the back. Guess there's no harm in keeping this for a while then. Rite's guide added to the court record.
Miss Maya should already be at the site where the rites take place. Let's go
to the Plaza of Devotion. I wonder if Maya's matured any since I last saw her. I'm actually really curious. Because, as far as introducing old characters go, they fucked up Phoenix in Apollo Justice. They destroyed Emma in that same game. Edgeworth was done pretty well. Pearl was done pretty well. They fixed Emma in this game and Phoenix in the last game, so in theory, they should be, like, when we see Maya, it should be a respectful addition, but, I mean, when you look at history, I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. I think I can handle it. Okay. where do we go? Plaza of Devotion, let's go. Let's go. Here we go. I almost said Maya 9th. May 9th, Plaza of Devotion. Okay, this place is interesting. Brr, it's so cold. It's like the air itself is made of ice. But look at all these people.
Well, this is the day we come to offer prayers to Lady Kira, the protector of our land. It's amazing to see how devoted everyone is.
Devoted. Right. But couldn't they just as easily do all this someplace someplace warmer?
This too is a part of our religious training. It helps us build strength of spirit and willpower. Further up at the end of those stairs is the Inner Sanctum.
That's a lot of stairs. I see. Everyone I've met so far seems deeply religious.
Of course we are. After all, Khura'in is also known as the land of prayer. It's said that we Khura'ini spend an average of 15 hours
A day in prayer? What? 15?
Huh? The moment we wake to the moment we fall asleep, our hearts are always in prayer. You see all those square flags around here? Those known as prayer flags. They contain the prayers of our people.
Oh, he's talking about those colorful strips of cloth. There's something written on each one.
Such piety is the glory of our people, and
I'm afraid that story's going to have to wait for another time, Albie. Maya should be here any minute now.
oh yeah, you're right. I can't wait to see Miss Maya again.
Yeah, you and me both, buddy. Oh, is it time? Has the time finally arrived? I think the time has finally arrived. I think that's her.
How do you fare, Mr. Wright? It's been many a day.
And, who might you be?
Come on, Phoenix. Who the hell do you think it is? Yep, it's her. Yes, it's Maya!
Maya?
Ace Attorney Investigations. Apologize as Ace Attorney. If you want to remember that terrible game, Phoenix Wright and Dual Destinies, only one mention of Maya in the last game, and now, finally, after way too goddamn long, she's back.
Miss Maya Haparaki. Haparaki, Albie! And you, Mr. Wright, may the Holy Mother guide you on your journey!
Oh, thanks.
Long time no see, Nick!
Ah, it's the Turnabout Sisters theme! Oh my god. Oh, it's been so long. Long time no see indeed, Maya. Oh my god, now please, for the love of God, tell me they didn't destroy your character like they did to Emma. Please, my heart can't take that today.
Well, did I surprise you with my act?
Nope, I knew it was you immediately. Yeah, you can say that again. Yeah, because Phoenix, you're a little off your rocker today. This is Maya Fey. She's a spirit medium from I'm wondering if you're supposed to pronounce that Khura'in village, but I said Khura'in village, so just to distinguish the kingdom of Khura'in with the Khura'in village, I'm gonna say Khura'in village. She was also my assistant for quite some time, but that was many years ago. Yes, it was. Well, not for me, because I've been playing these over the course of the past few months, just back to back to back. But I can't even imagine. Like, if you played the original trilogy like 15 years ago, or however long these games have been out, then I think the first game came out in the US in 2005, and then it would have been, I think this game came out in 2016, so yeah, god, 11, well not 11 years, because I don't know when Trials and Tribulations came out. When the time period between Trials and Tribulations and Spirit of Justice, however many years that was, without Maya as your assistant, oh boy, I can't, you have my deepest sympathies, because that must have been rough. Her ability to channel spirits saved me more times than I can count.
I sure miss those days!
Yeah, you and me both, Maya.
It was a ton of fun being the real boss of Wright & Company law offices.
Now she's here, training to be the leader of Khura'in Village and the master of her craft. Apparently, to become the master of the Khura'in wait, was she not already? Wasn't that the whole point of Trials and Tribulations? At the end of it, they said she was the master of Khura'in? No? You have to train here in Khura'in since this is where the technique originated. Okay, interesting.
Didn't I sound just like a pious nun when you saw me just now? Too bad it's all about all I learned from all the training I did.
Haha, you haven't changed a bit, Maya.
Huh? And what's that supposed to mean?
She may look a little more mature on the outside, but inside, she's still the same old Maya. I'm actually kind of glad for that. Yeah, you and me both, buddy. Okay, so, first off, the first thing I gotta do, how much do you know about what's all the bullshit that's happened over the past few years? Because I don't know if you heard, but,
I got disbarred that one time. Remember that bullshit that happened in Apollo Justice?
Does she know about that? Because if she did, hey look, I'm an attorney again.
Oh, hey! Correcting your badge back. Okay, so she does know. Thanks, Maya. Now you can go back to a life of boldly, facily bluffing the day away every day. That's not exactly why I returned to the courtroom, you know. Yeah, you returned to the courtroom because everyone called out the bullshit that was Apollo Justice. Like, hey, how about you don't do that dumb thing you just did? And then they're like, no, we're sorry, we f***ed up. So, okay, what's been going on? I heard what happened, Nick. You ended up in court almost as soon as you got off the plane, huh? Yeah, well, it's kind of a long story. A 2-hour-long story, in fact. I was the accused, but you should have seen Mr. Wright in action. He was amazing. Ah ha 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 ha. I bet it was another one of your famous seat-of-your-pants come from behind wins, huh? Yeah, especially considering how botched the court system is in this country. Well, I was almost found guilty and it never returned. Yeah, well, that's par for the course at this point. Okay, so it wasn't my finest hour, so sue me. What? You secured the first non-guilty verdict in what, 20-something years? What do you mean, not your finest hour? Also, that's just, again, par for the course. You haven't changed a bit either, Nick. Ouch, definitely stings more when it's coming from her. So I guess you finished the bulk of the training to become the master, right? Oh, you mean a special meditation course for increasing spiritual power? Yep, I completed the full 2 years. I can finally go home once I perform the purification rite today. Actually, I was wondering why they were having a foreigner conduct one of those sacred rites. Well, the High Priest Rite usually conducts it each year, but with her baby on the way, it's just more than she can handle. So the High Priest practically begged me to stand in for her this year. Well, you may not know of all her customs, but with your training, I'm sure you'll do great. You bet! Just you watch, Nick! I'm gonna be the best Lady Kira guardian deity ever! I better throw in a few prayers for things to not end up flaming disaster, then. So about that guardian deity you'll be portraying today, what exactly are we talking about here? Well, first of all, Lady Kira isn't really a deity in the... Hey, look at that, it's that pose that Trucy ripped off in Apollo Justice. She's a real person who fought to establish the Kingdom of Khura'in a long, long time ago. Wow, so she actually existed. And now the Kingdom's people worship her as a guardian deity. They believe she appears to protect the Kingdom whenever it's in danger. Clothed in a sacred robe, she's a champion of justice who defeats the Kingdom's enemies. That sounds like something you'd be into. I know, right? Who wouldn't want to be a kick-butt warrior who takes on evil with a wicked dagger? Right, whatever floats your boat. Still, Lady Kira must be a really popular deity if all these people are here for her. Yep. But there's more to it than just her popularity this year. There's more. So why is this rite attracting such a large crowd this year? Because there's been actual sightings, you know, the real deal. Allow me to explain. A mysterious figure clad in Lady Kira's robes appeared just like in the legends. She began capturing members of the Defying Dragons right and left. You're kidding, right? They say it's only a matter of time till she gets that leader, the revolutionary Dirk, too. So Lady Kira's a rebel hunter now, huh? It's a bit hard to swallow, though. I mean, even if they're trying to disrupt the peace. I doubt the actions of a band of rebels can bring a legendary figure back to life. I didn't believe it at first either. But then, there's a real picture of her on the front of the page of today's newspaper. Sightings of her go back about 2 years, but this is the first actual picture of her to ever be taken. I can't believe someone was able to actually capture her on film. But couldn't this just be some Lady Kira fan? You know, like you, Maya? You mean like a cosplayer? Those rebels are no joke, Nick. They're trained in hand-to-hand combat and stuff. You think some regular cosplayer can take on people like that just in a costume alone? That's why she has to be the real deal. It gives me chills just thinking about it. I bet Lady Kira's spirit possessed the sacred robe or something. A spirit possessing a piece of clothing. Maybe you should cut back on all those action superhero shows, Maya. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're just jealous and I'm still young at heart. I've got a real office to run now, so I gotta keep it real, right? I don't know what you're talking about, but that's definitely not me. You realized your edge since I last saw you. Those spikes of yours have really grown dull, and there's even one that's drooping. Can't we leave my hair out of this? Anyway, I swear that the Lady Kira people have been spotting is the real deal. Besides, it's just much more fun to believe it's true, you know? I can't believe you really buy all that, although I wonder who's under that robe. May 9th newspaper added to the court record. It is so good to hear this music again, or at least the melody. It's not the same as the original trilogy, but honestly, I wouldn't have wanted it to be, because that would have been just like, hey, here, look, the original music, you like that, right? Here, have it. No, they actually remixed it. It's the same melody, so you know it's Maya's theme, but it sounds themed after the culture of, I know it sounds weird, but just the instrument, it sounds like something that would be played in the Kingdom of Khura'in. So, nice theme. Also, it's great to be doing Maya's voice again after so goddamn long. But Mr. Wright, she's the talk of the town. She even gave me this great new food idea. It's gonna be like a soul bun, but based on Lady Kira. I'm calling it the Kira bun.
Talk about a Kira business strategy. Come on, Maya, just admit it's you running around dressed as Lady Kira already. Do you... Phoenix?
Hee. I guess the jig is up. What? Is it really true, Miss Maya? Indeed, it is I, Lady Kira. After hundreds of years, I have returned in this lovely young lady's body. What? Only a minion of the Defiant Dragons could see through my disguise. Now, feel my wrath. Ow! Mr. Wright. Just kidding. I mean, come on. I may be dressing up as Lady Kira for the Rite today, but there's no way I could ever beat up one of those rebel types. I don't know, that was a pretty solid left hook she just threw. Oh, you were just trying to be funny. You really had to go in there for a second. No one can be that naive, right? Well, I hope you enjoyed playing superhero at the Rite today. Ooh, when you put it that way, I'm even more hyped about it now than I was already. Jangle, jangle. Oh, I hear the sound of the High Priest's footsteps. Better get going. His footsteps? During the Rite, he wears these really big bells on his ankles. That way I know he's coming. Pretty handy, right? Well, see you later. Now, please, for the love of God, don't make that her only appearance in this game. Do not do what Dual Destinies... No, do not do what Ace Attorney Investigations did with Emma, where it's like, alright, Plume dropped Emma into the scene for this one scene. Alright, that's it. Enough. I'm gonna flick you out of this game now. You served your purpose. Goodbye. I really hope she has a bigger role in this game. I thought there were actually meant to be a stop slacking warning system for you, Maya. Miss Maya is already so bright and cheerful. Yeah, well, that's always her. Yeah, I'm glad to see she hasn't changed. Yeah, you and me both. As in, at all. I wonder if this means her training's been all for naught. I hope not. Ah, it's Acolyte Zealot. Acolyte Zealot. Okay, this game and its name puns. Little too on the nose. Let's be clear here. Is that an incredibly minor thing to point out? Yes, absolutely, but still. Look, he says he's the one praying in the red and saffron robe. He's the disciple of the High Priest Abbot in me. See me praising a cold without moving a muscle? Yeah, I can never do that. It's Abbot in me. The purification rite is about to begin. That's the sacred robe Maya will be wearing during the rite. It's almost exactly like what that figure in the newspaper photo was wearing. Whoever it is must have worked really hard to copy it. Please, sir, it's not a good idea to scale like that. You could be struck blind. Just give me a few more seconds. I mean, this isn't something you see every day. Oh, those bells on the High Priest's ankles. They're a lot bigger than I thought they'd be. Mr. Wright, stand there at the prayer pose like everyone else. Those who don't suffer will suffer the wrath of the Holy Mother. Okay, let's see. First, I kneel down and cross my ankles, then I bow forward. Ouch! Great, now all I can see is the ground, and my back is killing me. Phoenix, if you can be cast into a lamp, cast head first into a damn lamp, okay? And not crack your skull open, / not die. I think you can survive bending over. But that, by the way, that's still bullshit what happened in freaking Turnabout Corner. Just, sorry, I got cast 20 feet across the ground and my head slammed into a telephone pole. But don't worry, the only thing that got hurt is my ankle. Just, okay, sure, whatever. Wait a sec, how long are we supposed to stay like this, Aldi? Great, requires me to stay like this till the day after tomorrow? What, 2 whole days? I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. Somebody help. Then what, do we break our backs? Because again, that's some silly shit right there. Mr. Wright, please, you have to get up. Ugh, ouch, my aching. Albie? Where are we? The High Priest's house at the foot of Plaza of Devotion. I guess I passed out from the back pain. You passed out from back? Okay, Phoenix. Alright. They must have carried me all the way here. Something terrible's happened. It's Miss Maya. She's... Well, just follow me to the Plaza of Devotion. Please f***ing tell me she's gonna get accused of another crime. Yeah. Good old Maya. Can't go at one game without being accused of a crime. What? I mean, I was kind of hoping she was actually going to get to be our assistant again, but, you know, what's she going to do, I suppose? Where's Maya? Take it easy, alright? But I'm telling you, I haven't done anything wrong! You can talk all you want back at the station. Well, let me go! Maya! Nick, I didn't kill him, I swear I didn't! Quiet, you come along peacefully or suffer the consequences. Well, wait a second, what is going on? I don't know who you are, but if you don't get out of my way... Emma! You're... Emma Sky, what you doing in Quran? Yeah, my thoughts exactly. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright, but we're placing Maya under arrest. Alright, so go down to the station with respect, got it? Yes, ma'am. Nick! So, what are you doing in Karine, Emma? It's a long story. Anyway, what are you doing in Karine, Mr. Wright? Same here, it's a long story. But we can caught up later. Alright. Right now I need to know what happened. Maya's, well, under arrest for the murder of the High Priest. Wait, the High Priest was murdered? What happened, Emma? Please, tell me everything you can. Well, basically, there was a murder during the rite as it was being performed last night. The victim is Terrestin... You're not even trying to be subtle anymore. Trust in me? Come on. Come on. The High Priest who was presiding over the rite. Wait, hold on. Last night? You mean to tell me an entire day's passed since the purification rite? That's right, sir. You passed out for a whole day from your back pain. I never knew my back's like a ticking time bomb. Better take better care of it. The murder took place at the Inner Sanctum where the rite was being held.
The Inner Sanctum.
It's a place where the spirit of Lady Kira is enshrined. It's through that gate over there and up at the top of the mountain stairs just beyond. Abbott and me and Miss Maya went up to the Inner Sanctum to begin the rite, just after they finished the prayer you fainted in the middle of.
So who do you think you killed the High Priest?
Unfortunately, Maya's our sole suspect right now. During the rite, the Inner Sanctum was off limits to the general public, so then
only the High Priest and Maya could have been there when the murder occurred.
Right. Plus, the Inner Sanctum is on the side of a very steep mountain. The only way up there is the stairway that starts here at the Plaza of Devotion.
So that's why she's been arrested.
Also, the crime scene was only discovered after Maya came down alone. She's the one who told the worshippers in the plaza that the High Priest was dead, and she made a police statement to that effect.
So she was the first one to discover the body. Well, that definitely doesn't help. That makes it even less likely that someone else was there at the crime scene.
Mr. Wright, sir, are you going to defend Miss Maya?
Yes, of course. There's no way she killed anyone.
Yeah, I don't believe it either. She's been framed. But this is really something else, huh, Mr. Wright? I mean, who would have thought that you'd have to take on the horrible court again? Ooh, me! Me! I thought so!
And so did everyone else. This is kind of par for the course. Wherever Phoenix goes, his luck is god-awful. He has literally the worst luck in the entire world. Where the divination seance determines all and defense lawyers are unwelcome. So, what brings you here, Emma?
Back in the US, I was working a case with an international prosecutor from Karine. He told me this is where I could see the latest techniques in international forensic science. I can't believe I fell for it. Just look at this place, it's like we've gone back in time.
Yeah, I can't say I've been impressed with the police work I've seen so far.
Still, he said he takes on cases from around the world, so maybe next time we'll have one in a major city somewhere.
Sounds like this prosecutor has taken a liking to you, Emma. After all, it's not every day a prosecutor takes a detective with them overseas.
I wonder. He's calm and kind and almost always a smile.
I really like this animation. The Emma thinking animation. I really like this.
But it's hard to tell what he's really thinking.
The international prosecutor, is he the one who handled Trucy's case?
Yes, he is.
I take it he'll be the prosecutor on this one too? Look, okay. Samadi's not a bad prosecutor, but it's like, he's just too much of a dick. Right? Like, he's not mean in a charming way like Edgeworth was. He's just a general all-around prick. So, that might be the game's biggest flaw so far. And it's not even really that, just because, like, he's fine, he's just a little annoying. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he'll grow on me in due time. You know him, Albie?
Of course, everyone in Karine does. He's a highly revered individual, both as a prosecutor and a monk. If you go up against Prosecutor Sadmati, you'll incur the Holy Mother's wrath.
But it's my job to as a lawyer.
Oh, right, sorry.
Just great. A prosecutor who's also a revered monk in a deeply religious country. This trial is shaping up to be even more uniquely Karinese than the last one.
I'm not sure I should be saying this, but he's a formidable opponent.
Yeah, I heard Apollo had a really tough time, so I better give everything I got. Anyway, I'm glad you're here, Emma. They treat lawyers like criminals here.
Come to think of it, Prosecutor Salmani mentioned something to that effect. I'm not sure how much I can help, but I'll do what I can.
Really? Are you sure you aren't going to get in trouble for helping the enemy?
He did come down on me pretty hard when I tried to help choosing the last trial. Let's just say I'll help where I can.
Thanks, but don't go getting yourself in trouble on my account, okay? Prosecutor Salmani sounds pretty strict.
So first things first, let's start with this. How hot off the press is the High Priest's autopsy report.
I can't say that name with a straight face. Autopsy report.
The victim bled to death from a deep stab wound to the abdomen. The murder weapon is believed to be Lady Kira's warbad dagger. It's used during the raid, however, the dagger is yet to be found.
Lady Kira's dagger, huh? I think Maya mentioned something about a dagger. And isn't that rebel hunter posing as Lady Kira also armed with a dagger? Of course, hers must be replica, right? Would it be okay for me to go take a look at the crime scene, Emma?
The police have already wrapped up their investigation, but the location itself is off limits to the general public, so I'm not sure.
Emma, please, I'm begging you.
Just like the police, I need access to it if I'm to mount a viable defense. Alright then. Leave it to me. I'll explain the situation to Prosecutor Somebody and the police later. Thanks, Emma. You have quite a climb ahead of you, so be sure to watch your step. Wait, you're not coming with me? Oh, heavens no, I'm not climbing up there again, no way. Is it really that bad? I wonder if my back can handle it. You get to go to the Inner Sanctum? Oh, you're so lucky, Mr. Wright. Why don't you join me, Albie? That's crazy talk, sir. If a commoner like myself were to set foot in there, I'd surely be cursed for all of eternity. Because the Inner Sanctum is off limits for you, huh? Oh well, I guess I'll have to face this all by my lonesome. By the way, what about all the people still praying here? Aren't they gonna go home? The customs of this rite require that they not move from this spot until tomorrow afternoon. It doesn't faze them to have police milling about. Some of them are even off-duty cops. Wow, I guess this is what it's like to live in a deeply religious society, huh? Oh yeah, one more thing. Apparently, now I think about it, yeah, Phoenix and Emma would never have interacted at all between Apollo Justice in this game. So, it must be a surprise for you to see my character was fixed just like yours. Let's bond over our characters being collectively destroyed in Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Congrats on your return to the legal world. I wanted to congratulate you sooner, but I never had the chance. Thanks, Emma. Congratulations to you too on becoming a forensic investigator. Celebrations to the writers of this game, literally undoing everything that Apollo Justice did, because fuck those writers, because they're goddamn idiots. Oh, I know. Let's celebrate by dusting your attorney's badge with fingerprints. Or how about we do a luminol test on it? I think I'll pass on both, but thanks. Nah. Oh, remember those days and Rise from the Ashes when the two of us were investigating together? Ah, those are some good times. And then Apollo Justice ripped it all away from us because that game is terrible. I'm never letting that go. I'm never ever letting go how awful that game was. Anyway, let's go to the crime scene. God, the camera shots in this game are so incredible. Ugh, it's really high up and really, really cold. What did I do to deserve this? At least I made it. I better get started while I can still feel my fingers. Who's that? Kinda looks like... Was it Rafa from the first case? Excuse me.
Ah, it's you. Do you even know where you are, Barbed Head?
Of course I do. May I ask why you're here, your benevolence?
I came to pray for the High Priest's soul, but what are you doing here? This is one of the most sacred spots in Kyrienism. Unscrupulous lawyers such as you have no business being here.
But I'm not unscrupulous.
Quiet! You dared to find fault with my insights at every turn the other day.
She's still sore about that trial. I mean, honestly, if I was as devout as her, and I was deeply... If I truly believed that my insights were the be-all and all of the truth, I might be a little shaken up about this whole situation, too. As you know, your benevolence, a murder has occurred and I need to investigate.
But we know the killer is one of your own.
In my country, suspects are innocent until proven guilty. Oh, are they now? Are you sure about that? Have we been playing the same games now, Phoenix? Are you sure about that? I don't think we've been playing the same games if that's what you really think. Plus, she is a serious student of spirit channeling who came here to study. So can't you at least give her a chance to explain what happened?
All practitioners from overseas are big phony balonies. And her wish to train in the homeland of spirit channeling is but a bid for prestige.
It seems like nothing I still will convince her otherwise thanks to the last trial. Tweedledum and Tweedledee, I really did a number on her impression of foreigners. As a defense attorney on this case, I really need to investigate this crime scene. I need to do it now. I've even been authorized by the police, so...
What's this? You intend to make a mockery of our sacred Hall of Justice once more?
No, I simply want to defend my client.
Which means you have come to forge evidence then. I knew all lawyers were criminals. I must now redouble my vigilance.
Ouch, that's unfair. Who taught you to demonize a whole group of people anyway?
My mother and father. Do you have an issue with their parental guidance?
No, I would never dare criticize the royal couple. I still can't imagine what the lawyers here must have done to garner such hatred.
Heh. I just had the most wonderful idea, Barbed Head.
Why do I have a bad feeling about that glint in her eye? So, what's this most wonderful idea of yours?
If you are to investigate this murder, then I shall oversee your every move so as to prevent any misdeeds, naturally.
Okay, sure. Go ahead. I don't have any plans on doing the same bullshit I did in Apollo Justice Ace Attorney in the 7 years ago flashback, so by all means, be my spectator. Be a fly on the wall. What, you want to follow me around the entire time?
Of course, not that I want to, mind you. And I will not tolerate any objections. Understood?
She can't do this to me.
What was that, Barbed Head?
Oh, no, it's nothing.
Very well, then. Let us get this investigation over with. We mustn't stay here in the Inner Sanctum a moment longer than necessary.
Please don't rush me.
It is not without reason that I insist on a speedy investigation, Barbed Head. I am a direct descendant of the Holy Mother, you see, who guides the people of Karine. As such, I must not sully myself with the blood of battle that Lady Kira bears.
The blood of battle? If it's that big of a problem, then why don't you head on down now? I won't do anything, I promise.
No, lawyers are never to be trusted. Now, make haste so that we may leave here soon. Oh, and one more thing.
What now?
Your victory the other day was but a stroke of fortune. But this time my insight shall reveal the absolute truth.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
So brace yourself for defeat most bitter, lawyer.
I will. Now can I get on with my investigation?
As long as you know where we stand.
I better hurry up and poke around for clues before she changes her mind. That lantern looks broken, but it's hard to make out the details from this angle. I'll take a closer look when I'm in a better spot. Yep. Okay, fine. Oh, it does have a flame. Oh, it was just, okay, it was just the angle I was looking at. Okay, what do you want? Well, it's already checked off, so I'm not going to look at it again. That's ridiculous. Do any of the other lanterns have anything special? It doesn't look like it. Okay, let's actually look at the main center of attention, which is the bloody statue. Let's take a closer look, shall we? I wanted to. No, what are you doing? Okay. Whoa, this is blood. Oh, really? Is it now?
This is a statue of a warbat, the bird on which Lady Kira based their appearance.
And all this blood is from the High Priest, huh?
He no doubt embraced the statue in the hope that Lady Kira would save him from death. May his soul rest in peace.
Considering the amount of blood, he must have been stabbed with considerable force. But there's no way Maya would be strong enough to deliver such a blow. The body's not here anymore, but the outline of the body still is. Let's look at that. It's been stained red by the High Priest's blood.
The spring shall run red upon Lady Kira's return.
What's that from?
An old legend.
Wait, does that mean that the rebel hunting Lady Kira in the newspaper is the real deal? Nah, that's crazy talk. A bloodstained scrap of paper looks like some kind of note or letter, perhaps? But it's written in Karinese, so I can't read a lick.
Let me see that. Once the flame is lit, then will be... This is simply impossible to read. Wait.
What is it?
This stamp in the lower right. It's the mark of those insurgents, the Defiant Dragons.
The rebel group? What's it doing here? Is there some kind of connection between the High Priest and the rebels? Bloodstained letter added to the court record. Looks like that about does it for this area. Okay, so does that mean you want me to change my perspective?
The purification rite is akin to a bathing ritual for Lady Kira. Therefore, it must be closed off from the outside world.
Oh, so the Inner Sanctum is like a private bathroom.
Indeed, so see to it that you keep it clean.
This flap in the center acts as the ritual curtains door, but that's about it. Okay, let's make a prediction right now. If it's true that if it's a locked room mystery and the only two people that were in there was Maya and Trust in Me, I don't have any evidence to support it right now, but assuming nobody else could have gotten into the room, it's probably gonna end up being a suicide. Like, Trust in Me killed himself. I don't have any evidence to support that, and I'm sure it's gonna be revealed at some point that someone else higgledy-piggledy their way into the, like, abracadabraed their way into the room. Or perhaps it just fell from the sky. But with the knowledge that I have now, that's what we're gonna run with. It's just, I'm afraid of heights. Didn't know I was climbing up, but now I can see all the way down. Oh. Well, at least you still have that consistent from Trials and Tribulations. I guess I'd fly the stairs from the positive ocean really is the only way up or down. Huh? There's something hanging off the ritual curtain here. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, that's a lot of stuff right there.
Except they're arranged like no prayer flags I've ever seen. All of these flags have been sewn together.
Hey, you're right. It's like they're one big banner now.
There's something written on a piece of it. Donated by Trust in Me. It seems this piece is from a donation Abbott in Me made at some point.
Okay, so why are these flags just hanging off from the rest of them over here? I thought we already looked at this lantern. The lantern is damaged. The wind guard's completely broken.
Damaged? Was this your doing?
No, I didn't even touch it.
Then perhaps a falling rock struck it. I will request that it be repaired when we have finished here. Of course, I doubt you will live long enough to see it restored.
I'll be back to take a look. You'll see. Look, the bird's missing its eye. I feel sorry for the poor fella.
Are you the one who took it?
No, of course not.
The statue has been here for ages. I suppose some damage is to be expected. I shall ask my mother to have it repaired.
No wonder there are no lawyers outside to leave too if it was always treated like this. I don't think I'll find anything else of interest around here. Do you want to talk? Oh, we could have been talking the whole time. Could you tell me about this place, your benevolence?
I have nothing to say to you, lawyer.
Is it because you don't actually know much about it?
You ill-mannered! I am the Crown Princess of Karine. There is nothing I do not know. Nina.
Or Nana, whatever. Hello, Nana. Whoa, where'd she come from? She teleported in from the next dimension. Hey, no cheating. Bye, Nana. Nice knowing you.
Silence, Barbed Head. Nana's knowledge is my knowledge. End of discussion.
What is she, your pocket internet?
This spring is where Lady Kira came to cleanse her body of the blood of battle, and today's purification rite is a ceremony that traces its origins back to those days. Cleansing Lady Kira's robe is this sacred water lends one courage for the next battle.
I see. Thank you for that excellent explanation.
Commoners are normally barred from here except for this day of the rite.
Who normally controls the access to this place?
The High Priest and his family are responsible for that.
The High Priest and his family, huh? Could you tell me about the High Priest and his family?
Abbot and me live with his wife and his disciple acolyte Pure Zealot. A young man the couple took into their home upon finding him near our kingdom's border.
Speaking of which, isn't she the one who usually plays the role of Lady Kira?
Yes, but as she is with child,
She is with child currently.
the killer no doubt offered to stand in as she saw it as a chance to slay the High Priest.
No. You have it backwards. He was the one who asked Maya to stand in.
Then that braggart must have embellished her qualifications.
I'm really not sure how she could. Besides, why didn't you stand in for the High Priest's wife then?
Did I not tell you before? As a direct descendant of the Holy Mother, the role of Lady Kira is forbidden to me. For those descended of her holiness must not defile their bodies with the blood of battle.
Oh yeah, you did say that, didn't you? I should probably talk with the High Priest's wife and acolyte Zealot later too. So could you tell me more about this Lady Kira?
As an outsider, I suppose your ignorance is all but unavoidable.
Whatever happened to you need but ask?
Nana! Lady Kira was the Holy Mother's younger sister, but unlike her older sister, she lacked the ability to channel spirits. However, it is said that none could equal her skill with a dagger.
A dagger? Well, this becomes relevant fast.
The Holy Mother's guides our souls, while Lady Kira keeps the peace with her dagger. Lady Kira was prepared to die for her people. She cloaked herself in a sacred battle robe and concealed her face as her sister did.
Okay, but who was she fighting against?
Throughout our history, we have been set upon by rebels, and now is no different. For our enemy now is the Defiant Dragons, led by that insurgent Dirk.
So Lady Kira's played a role akin to the police, huh? So what's with the bird imagery?
Lady Kira's robe is fashioned in the liveliness of a warbird. It is a fearsome bird that is unique to Khura'in.
I see, and what about the recent rebel hunter Lady Kira? Who do you think she is?
I have heard about her, but I have yet to ascertain the truth. However, I believe her to be a vigilante, or more precisely a patriot.
So even Princess Rafa doesn't know the true identity of the rebel hunter, huh? That about this with the Inner Sanctum? Should probably head back to the Plaza of Devotion and let him know that I'm done. After all, she's the one putting her neck on the line for me to investigate this place. Okay then, let's get the hell out of here. Not there, we're there right now. Plaza of Devotion. Maya 10th Plaza of Devotion. Wow, they're still praying.
The religious devotion of our people is the pride of our kingdom. Come what may, they will continue to pray until tomorrow afternoon.
Well, I will say this, the level of devotion is certainly to be respected. Now to find Emma. Oh?
You there? Wait. I want to ask you something.
Okay.
Do you know me? And do I know you?
Well, I'm Phoenix Wright, I'm a lawyer.
No, I would know if you know who I am.
Huh? How should I know? Never ever seen you before. This guy's acting really strange. Wonder if he has amnesia or something? I should talk to him a little more, just in case he's connected to the case somehow. Okay then. Who are you? Are you having trouble remembering who you are? Ah, I'm sorry if I offended you. What the hell? I thought he was gonna pull a weapon out on me. But he's just pulling some snack out one after another.
I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to do. I knew it's something important.
Do you know this man as something, Barbed Head?
No, I just said I've never seen him before, didn't I?
Are you Lady Kira?
You know of Lady Kira? Then you are Khura'inese, I take it.
Maybe?
Wait, are those lizards? Yeah, I was wondering when someone was gonna point that out.
What, you want
What? No, thanks. I just ate.
Oh, no, I remember. Get all of this.
What?
Well?
Well, what?
I believe he suffers from a far more serious malady than mere memory loss.
No good, huh? Guess I'll try somebody else.
Great. Lovely chat.
So who was that man and what did he want, Barbed Head?
Why would I know?
Hey, Mr. Wright!
Ah, what now? Yep, Emma Sky. This music is so much better, and it really does sound like Sonic's drowning at the start of this track.
Oh no, it's nothing. I just want to sit here and listen to the music all day. Actually, I've been looking for you. I wanted to tell you investigating the crime scene. I hope it wasn't too much trouble getting my investigation of the Inner Sanctum approved. Oh, it's fine. Prosecutor Samani gave his okay straight away. Seems like a rather fair-minded prosecutor who does not line up with what happened yesterday. Said that you would probably give up once you saw the crime scene for yourself, and that moving on before the trial began would be the smart thing to do. He must be feeling really confident about his case. That seems like more in line with his character. Well, just so you know, I have no intention of giving up. I figured. That's why I prepared a little gift for you. I thought it might help the investigation. Is it gonna be a fingerprinting tool? Oh, well, I was gonna say, is it gonna be fingerprinting dust or the luminous testing fluid? I wanted to bring a bunch of other forensic tools, but they were confiscated at the airport. Luminol testing fluid. This actually might come in handy. Also, I made a copy of the crime scene photo for you. Thanks. All this will definitely come in handy. So this is what the High Priest's body looked like after the murder. I'll keep this along with the picture I took at the crime scene. Inner Sanctum photo updated in the court record. Oh yeah. They're done questioning Maya. Really? I should go pay her a visit then. Poor Maya, she must be feeling pretty lonely. I should let her know that I'll be defending her too. I think she probably knows. Well, let's be clear here. Oh shoot, look at the time. I have to get going. You sure you seem busy? That's because his ephemeral holiness is the real slave driver. His ephemeral holiness? Prosecutor Salmani, he's just the world's hardest riddle wrapped in a flowy sash. I keep wondering if it's just a clash of cultures type of thing, you know? Like, he'll ask me the most insane things of me without batting a single long eyelash of his. This prosecutor Salmani sounds like he's used to hold in some serious clout. Why do I have such bad luck with prosecutors? This was the glimmerous fop, and now that I'm finally rid of that grating, binge-loving Europhile, I get this guy. Oh no, now I'm really gonna be late. They'll probably make me listen to one of those really long sutras again. I'll see you later. He makes her listen to sutras? Sounds like Emma's got it pretty rough too.
She does not appreciate Prosecutor Sadmani Sutras. What ingratitude.
Oh, shut up.
It appears that she too is lacking in religious devotion.
I don't think that's what the problem is here. Besides, Emma's not even a Korinist. Okay, let's go. Let's go see Maya. May 10th, Detention Center.
Nick, I knew you'd come!
Maya, she sure looks tired. How are you holding up?
It wasn't me, but no one will believe me!
I have to admit, I'm still a bit in shock. Who'd have thought you'd get caught up in something like this and so far from home? I'm going to defend you, so hang in there. We can do this if we work together.
This is all my fault. I mean, you came to Kurine just to visit me. We hadn't seen each other in ages, and then this happens.
I haven't seen her this down in ages either. Come on, remember who you're talking to. Besides, I thought you'd be used to being a usual suspect by now.
Ha, I guess you're right. And you save me each and every time.
Yep, so just tell me everything you can and let's go from there.
Barbhead, stop stalling and go straight to—
Oh, shut up! Yeah, I'm sorry we're spending time developing character here after not doing it for 3 goddamn games. I'm sorry that your precious time is being occupied here.
Your benevolence, what brings the royal priest to a place like this? I am watching over this lawyer to keep him from tampering with anything in the case. Now, outwardly confess to your crime.
Please, your benevolence, could you please just take it down a notch or 3? Take it down a notch or 3. I'm all...
He invited me over to his house when there was battling between trading sessions. How could I ever kill someone like that?
Sounds like a really good person. I think I would have liked him.
It was so much fun. I got to enjoy meals with his family and everything. And his wife was a master of Chinese cuisine. I'd never eaten better in my life.
It's like they were a family and home away from home in this foreign land. It must have been a source of comfort with being here for training all alone.
But
what?
I can't completely deny the charge either.
Huh?
As I suspected, the snake has shown her true colors at last.
Your benevolence, please. I'm trying to figure out what really happened here. So what do you mean you can't completely deny the charge?
Well, during the purification rite, I suddenly got really, really sleepy. The next thing I knew about Abed in me was, you know...
You suddenly got sleepy? So then you didn't actually see the High Priest get murdered?
No, I didn't, but if I was possessed by some crazed spirit while I was asleep, then... What an excuse. How dare you pin your crime on another
Oh, yeah! Wow! Zero self-awareness! Zero self-awareness is what's happening here.
Be honest, what you call training is but an extended vacation in reality.
Oh my god, you're insufferable! You and Nayuta Sadmati are just the king and queen of being absolute dicks to everyone around you.
And that training here is simply for prestige.
No, it's not like that at all. I'm trying to become the master of the Korean challenge technique, except I thought we already did that in Trials of Relations, but alright then.
And if a neophyte practitioner such as you become a channeling master? I think not. The spiritual power required is beyond the means of an outsider like you.
What, you're just the absolute worst. The absolute worst. Rafa seems to really hate fakers, and everybody else apparently. But Maya does actually have the power to channel spirits. I should have let Rafa know. Your benevolence, I wouldn't call Maya a neophyte because she can actually... Oh, wait, Nick! What? Can I talk to you for a second? Why is she whispering all of a sudden?
I want to keep my spirit channeling ability a secret while I'm here, Nick.
What? Why?
I'll, explain later.
What benefit how could that possibly benefit you? That is actively contributing to your demise right now. The fact that they don't know that you have the ability to channel spirits is actively hurting you right now. Why would you conceal that information? If you say so, what's that all about?
What is all that whispering about over there?
Oh, it's nothing really. I'll have to ask about this later when Princess Raven's not around. Oh, I almost forgot. Nick! Yes? About Albert Inman's murder, there was something I noticed that I thought strange. Oh? So, what was it you noticed? Well, you probably won't believe me, but why don't you let me be the judge of that? Okay, so you know that spring? The spring? You mean the pool in front of the Warbot statue? Yeah, that! The water in there was dark red. And when I say dark, I mean blood red. Oh, that, yeah, I saw it too. You did? Yeah, the High Priest's blood had turned it red. What? No, that's not what I meant. The spring was red before he was killed. What? Wait, so it was already red even before the High Priest was killed? Yeah, I noticed it during the purification rite just before I passed out. Just like the ancient legend says. What ancient legend? The spring shell will run red upon Lady Kira's return. That's how it goes anyway.
Hold on. Yes, there is a legend about the Inner Sanctum that says just that, but that water runs red this time thanks to the murder. The police investigation confirmed it. Perhaps your eyes were deceived by the lantern light reflecting off the water.
I don't think it was that. I don't think that was it, though. An ancient legend, huh? I wonder if it's connected to the murder somehow. Oh, I'm sure it's gonna end up being connected to the murder. Nick? Yes? So, actually, there's one more thing. What's up with Maya? She keeps looking over at her benevolence like she's worried about what Rafa will think. Okay, well then, can you just get the hell out of here for like 3 seconds? So that I can talk to her, you know, alone? There's something I want to show you, there is. I found the Inner Sanctum after I came to. Is this a letter? It's in Koreanese. See that stamp on the far left at the end of the letter? Does it look familiar? This red stamp here? That's the mark of Lady Kira. Oh, right. Looks like just the mark on her. Looks like the mark on her forehead.
Lady Kira, you say? Let me see that.
What?
Why? This is...
What? What does it say? Do not perform the rite. I know what you are planning. Lady Kira. Sounds like a threat or a warning. Whoever's pretending to be Lady Kira was pressuring the High Priest to stop the rite. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me, too. Nick, do you think... Wait. First, there's that ancient legend. The spring shot ran upon Lady Kira's return. Now, that's also Lady Kira's warning. Plus, with the Warbad dagger being eyed as the murder weapon, don't tell me you actually believe that the real Lady Kira returned to kill the High Priest. Don't be silly, Nick. Huh? Historical figures don't come back to life. I mean, give me a break. But you were saying only yesterday how it was more fun to believe she's the real deal. Yeah, yesterday! I wish I could keep on entertaining that fantasy too, but the fact is we're dealing with a murder here. Or suicide. In fact, the whole don't do it, I know what you're planning could be alluding to the idea that it's like, wait, I know you're gonna commit suicide, please don't do it. So, now I actually have a little bit of evidence to support my claim, so we'll see how this shakes up, I suppose. Those days dreaming will come to an end. I'm gonna keep it real from now on, and you should too, Nick. I thought you said I was the boring one because I was keeping it real. So I guess I've outgrown that stepladder argument we always have. That stepladder argument we always have? You had stepladder arguments? That's... unless my memory's failing here, which I don't think it does, because I remember pretty much the entire original trilogy. Having arguments over stepladders is not a thing that happened. I think you mean ladder, Maya. Alright then. That's odd. So what do you mean by keeping it real? Oh, so you know if someone's dressing up like Lady Kira and capturing rebels, right? Oh, you mean the rebel hunter Lady Kira in the papers? Yeah, that one. I think that's who probably sent us warning.
What nonsense is this? You dare to suggest that David and me was slain by Lady Kira? You nincompoop.
Eh?
The rebel hunter is sure to be a vigilante who loves this kingdom, and it is that patriotism that led them to cloak their identity in the guise of Lady Kira. Such a patriot would never slay the High Priest.
Guess it's only natural for Princess Rafa to see it that way, but I can't let it go with that.
Besides, why would such a vigilante want to stop the purification rite in the first place?
I haven't figured that one out yet. I rest my case. Still, if this rebel hunter had a compelling enough reason, I might have killed the High Priest after he ignored their warning.
You big dummy, you can't fool me. It was you who forged that warning letter. You are trying to shred your guilt onto our most sacred Lady Kira. Admit it.
No, I never do such a thing. Now, your benevolence. Let's try to remain rational about this. Maya, did you show the letter to the police? No. I was afraid it would anger everybody needlessly, so I was waiting to show it to you, Nick. And judging by your benevolence's reaction, I'd say Maya was right to be worried. Wait, there are a number of places on this letter where there are 3 holes in a row. Are these supposed to be some sort of a message too? Not that we'll be finding out anytime soon, I suspect. Lady Kira's warning added to the court record. Alright, Akira's wrapping up. I guess they have more questions for me. Yeah, at least I have a better idea of what we're up against now. Nick, there's something I've been meaning to say. I don't need a lawyer this time. Oh, Maya, come on. You and I know full well that's not gonna happen. What are you talking about? It's just, you know they have the Defense Culpability Act in Khura'in, right? Well, if I'm found guilty, you'll be charged with abetting a criminal. Maya, thanks for thinking of me, but don't worry, Maya, we'll pull through this together somehow. We always have, haven't we? Yeah, but we're not in Kansas anymore, you know. True, but I've been through one trial here already, so I know what I'm getting myself into. We're going to win this one, no matter what. Because I believe in your innocence. Yeah, I know. We've always won it because of your faith in me. That's right. So it's all aboard the Phoenix Freedom Express. Thank you, Nick. Well, I'll see you later. Phoenix and Maya, partners to the ends of the earth.
Bravado will not save you tomorrow, and by then it will be too late to ask for mercy.
We're going to beat this charge.
You'll see. I don't care to understand every single word that was spoken, but I don't like the sound of that Phoenix Freedom Express one bit.
Wait. Don't tell me you don't know what Freedom Express refers to. Ah.
Of course I know. Do not presume to know what I do not know.
I'm not close to understanding why someone would want the High Priest dead, but given the use of the Warbat dagger and the existence of the warning letter, I'd say the Rebel Hunter disguised as Lady Kira is the real prime suspect. It might help if I knew a little more about this modern-day Lady Kira. I wonder if anyone has any info on them. Maybe the first thing I should do is go someplace where locals like to gather. Okay. So, I guess that's the Bazaar, since it's what just became available. I guess the Bazaar is as good a place to start as any. Now, who should I... Oh, it's you and your assistant again.
I see. So that is what a Freedom Express is.
Consulting her pocket internet again, I see.
Abby! Is Miss Maya okay? I believe her, Mr. Wright. I know she didn't do it. Do you now, boy?
Your benevolence!
You mustn't trust in lawyers, Are you not the accused from the last trial?
No. What's wrong, Albie?
Your benevolence speaks with the, You may speak in the vernacular, little monk. Now, what is your name?
Yes, your benevolence.
Know this, Albie. Your soul is only as clean or filthy as the company you keep.
I wish you'd stop insinuating that all lawyers are trash, but since I beat you in the last one... Well, I didn't beat you, I beat Gaspin Payne, but still, I proved that your insight was wrong. So, I don't quite know, I don't quite know what authority you think you... Well, I guess authority isn't the right word. The point being here is, I proved that your insight was BS and completely worthless, and now you're like,
all lawyers are slimeballs who see nothing but fake truths.
It's like, what? Who are you to talk about fake truths, Miss Insight Lady?
Please forgive me, your benevolence, but Mr. Wright is a very trustworthy man, and I trust him as a lawyer.
What's this?
I'm sorry, forgive my insolence.
If a common boy such as he can place his trust in lawyers, it can only be because of my failure at the Hall of Justice the other day.
Gee, yeah, I was about to say, you know, me thinks I remember you losing to me, or your insight proving incorrect the other day. She must really feel responsible for what happened in the court that day. Let's give her some breathing room for now. I'm sure she'll be back on her feet in no time. In the meantime, do you mind if I ask you some questions?
Of course not. I'm always glad to help.
So what have you heard about the rebel hunter that was in the newspaper?
Everyone's overjoyed at her appearance. They say that she's the modern-day Lady Kira.
So they're treating this rebel hunter like a mysterious protector of the people, huh?
People have been on edge recently, what with the jailbreak and stuff. I sure hope they catch that escaped prisoner soon.
Escaped prisoner?
Yes. He was one of the vicious rebels that Lady Kira had captured.
So there's a hardened criminal on the loose? That is bad news. It's like Kung Fu Panda. That is bad news.
Yes, but the modern-day Lady Kira is also super amazing. I mean, she takes down big, scary rebels all by herself.
Yeah, it's not exactly something that just anyone can do. Someone that strong could have easily overpowered and killed the High Priest. What about that escaped prisoner, Albie? So, what's the escaped prisoner supposed to be like?
You see, he's a vicious fiend who serves as Dirk's right-hand man.
Dirk, as in the leader of that rebel group?
Yes, the escapee serves that dreadful master of the Defying Dragons. They say the prisoner's a former soldier and he wields a big, scary knife. Rumor has it, he's a cold-blooded killer to the boot.
He sounds like a really dangerous man.
He is, but the police still can't find him, even after an exhaustive search.
Wait, I remember hearing about a prison.
Yep, there was, yep, that did happen today. The prison is at the top of the Inner Sanctum's mountain, right? How did it even break out?
No one really knows. He supposedly did without any tools to speak of, too. Some say he must have fallen to his death. Personally, I like to believe he did. Otherwise, something like that terrible incident might happen again.
Terrible incident? What was that about a terrible incident, Albie?
It happened before I was even born, but Queen Amara, the previous queen, was assassinated. And it was the rebel leader Dirk who did it.
The previous queen was assassinated? That's kind of unsettling.
Ooh, it was a terrible deed of a heinous sinner. I mean, to take the life of such a gentle queen? Only someone with a dark, defiled soul could have done that.
They really take their queen seriously here. Like a god-worshipping level serious. Does that surprise you, Phoenix? It really would take someone pretty bold and blasphemous to assassinate one.
Those defying dragon rebels are not afraid to do anything to accomplish their goals. That's why, with that escaped prisoner on the loose, who knows who might be killed next?
Aww. So that's why the people of Khura'in are so afraid of that escapee, and why they want the rebel hunter to take him out along with the other rebels. So, is there anything else you can tell me about the rebel hunter, Lady Kira, Albie?
I was just thinking there was someone else, but what was it? Oh, yeah! Here!
What is it?
Shadow found it.
Why, you're still here?
Why, that's the Warbout arrow.
Feeling better now, your benevolence?
This is no time to be feeling sorry for myself, for I am the crown princess of Khura'in. Now let me see that, boy.
Yes, your benevolence.
It looks very much like one of the legendary weapons Lady Kira once used in battle.
A three-pronged arrow? I could swear I've seen something resembling that arrowhead recently. Where did Shadow find it, Albie? Near the victim's house, and something tells me to look into this. Warbad arrow added to the court record. Okay. Albie, can I ask you to take me to the High Priest's house?
Yes, of course.
Come to think of it, he was married, wasn't he? And his wife is the one who usually plays the part of Lady Kira in the Purification Rite. I should probably talk to her, too. Okay, let's move to the High Priest's house. May 10th, High Priest's house. Hello there. How you doing today? You don't appear to know that I'm... Is that the fucking Steel Samurai? Everywhere I go, I cannot escape the Steel Samurai. Like, seriously, he pops up a whole hell of a lot. So this is where the High Priest lived. Wait a minute, this is where they brought me when my back gave out. And the woman in front of that altar, she must be the High Priest's wife. Okay, nope, I didn't read that. I did not just read that. That's not your name. That's not your name. No. No. You're not gonna tell me with a straight face that the wife of Trust in Me is Believe in Me. That's not a thing. That's not real. You made that up. That's fake. That's not a thing. That's not real. I'm seeing things right now. I'm going crazy because there's no way that would. Okay. Believe in me and trust in me. Someone speak with the High Priest's wife. Are you she? Are you she?
Please forgive the intrusion, Lady Believe.
Oh my, your benevolence.
Please be at ease. I owe much to your husband. You have my deepest sympathies for your tragic loss.
You honor me with your kind words.
Look, dear, the royal priestess has come to visit us.
Yes? What's that? Oh, of course.
She's talking with a funeral picture. That's a little weird. But, you know, I guess everyone mourns in their own way, so I can't really judge her too harshly.
My husband, too, is delighted that the royal priestess graces with her presence.
You can speak with Abbott in me?
I'm really surprised that they didn't go for a third pun, because... oh boy.
No, I don't possess the power to speak with the dead, but I can feel his presence. What's that? No, that can wait till later, dear.
She's definitely speaking with him.
So, your benevolence, what is it that brings you to my humble abode?
This lawyer is investigating your husband's death, and I am watching him to ensure he does not tamper with any of the evidence.
I know this must be difficult, but could I ask you some questions? A good friend of mine has fallen under suspicion, you see.
A friend of yours?
So then, you must be Maya's friend from the States, correct?
That's right.
I'm sorry, but I'm still grieving. Isn't that right, dear?
Yes, I know. Enemy and his wife were one of the closest and most loving couples in Karine. If she is not ready to talk, I will not allow you to press her any further.
Okay, she did just lose love of her life, but we currently intend to meet at 4 cents out of her right now. Okay, fine. So can I do anything here? Can I look around? Need to talk to her if I want to learn more about the High Priest. Plus, there's the Warbot Arrow that I'll be found near the house. There's too much I need to find out for me to leave just yet. Would it be okay if I stayed here for a while?
Barbed head, have you not been listening to a word I said?
Look, Your Benevolence, I'm sorry for her loss, but I'm running out of time. So what I will do is promise to leave if she doesn't change her mind.
Please let me talk to my husband about this. Yes, I know. No, don't. Not in front of the royal priestess. Now, if you would excuse me.
What the heck were they even talking about? Great.
You have poured salt on her wounds. This is precisely why you lawyers are so despised.
Ugh, I was just trying to help Maya's case. I didn't mean to hurt Mrs. In me.
Could it be that you actually possess a conscience?
Of course I do. And I'm also desperate for information.
So what are you planning to do now?
Pass the time looking around the room, I guess, and see if she changes her mind.
Just see that you do not touch anything you should not.
Guess I should watch what I touch then, just in case Princess Rafa gets mad at me. Okay, well, where do I even begin? The first thing, no, I don't want to talk. The first thing, which by the way, can we talk for a second? No, I'm gonna save it to the end. All I'll say for now is, it's very clear that they just kind of shoehorned her as the assistant here because there isn't actually an assistant for us to side with. Anyway, okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is look at freaking Steel Samurai because I can't escape the freaking Steel Samurai apparently. I did not know. Go down there and examine. There's a Steel Samurai patch on this bag. Guess this bag must be Maya's. She probably left it here while she was performing that rite. Okay, so it's not too deep, it's just that Maya brought it here. Okay, fine. Fine, I'll let it go. Okay, what else? Why is this chair have spikes and the rest of them are chair? I'm assuming that there are cushions on the floor for you to sit on. I keep wanting to hit the exam button and I miss it. What is a scary looking spiky thing?
It is a floor cushion for heightening a practitioner's mental focus. Your ignorance astounds me. There is not a soul in Karani when I recognize.
I'm not from here, you dingus! A floor cushion? You mean you're supposed to sit on this?
How else do you say this to be used?
I don't know, maybe as a stabbing device? Because I'm pretty sure when you see sharp thorns, you don't use it to sit on. You use it to like, oh look, there's a spider over there. Well, guess you're getting whacked by my seat cushion! Okay, that's nice. Oh, it was the one post with the rebel escape, which by the way, at first glance, I kind of thought that was Apollo. Because it kind of has the same hairstyle and the same dead face. But unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna get that lucky.
What? Let me see that.
Okay, now it looks nothing like Apollo. From very far away, it did. That's a rebel. A senior member of insurgent leadership and former paratrooper of I can't believe I just got that. Foreign land, wanted for crimes against the kingdom, considered armed and dangerous. So he's ex-military, huh?
His appearance alone exudes menace. He must be captured at once.
Okay, wanted poster added to the court record. Great. Something wrong?
The bounty is 3 million damas, money that comes out of the people's tax payments. I shall have it lowered to about 1 million damas.
You seem unexpectedly concerned with the people's welfare.
Unexpectedly? How rude. Lena has always taught me that kingdoms that do not value its people come to ruin. As Crown Princess, it is only natural that I care for my people.
How about sending some of that kindness this way?
Well, I suppose I could. If you quit being a lawyer and pay taxes to our kingdom, that is.
Jesus Christ. What happened to being accepting to all people who visit? Oh well, it's worth a shot. Okay, what else we got? There's a thing sticking out of the trash can over here. This is like a wastebasket. It's an envelope sticking out. There are 3 holes in a row near the top. Now, where have I seen holes like these before?
Scrounging around in other people's garbage like some stray dog. It says, to the High Priest. You cannot even read, or you are even more pitiful than I had thought.
No, that's Apollo. The one who can't read is Apollo Justice. And if you don't get that reference, I recommend you go watch the 3rd episode of Apollo. Actually, no, I don't want. No one should have to suffer through the game for any longer. I'll just show the clip on screen now.
What exactly do you think you came here to do?
What? Defend, no?
Excuse me, but do you know where you are?
Huh? The Rite Company law offices, right?
Oh, I was afraid of that. Don't worry, you're not the first.
Look, what's going on here? Who are you? I came here to meet the person in charge.
Well, you've apparently made no fewer than 2 mistakes.
Mistakes? But I got a call from Mr. Wright this morning.
Perhaps you should go read the sign out front again.
What's there to read? Look, it says right there. Oh. Why does it say Wright Talent Agency? You can't read! You can't even read? You can't even read? How
bad are you at everything? You're so bad at life. You can't even read. God, that game is so fucking stupid.
Depicting Her Holiness's face is the great taboo in all of Karinism. There are none alive today who know what her face really looks like, and that includes the members of the royal family.
Okay, that's interesting. Wow, now there's an unusual custom. It's gotta be one heck of a secret if even the royal family can't know what she looks like. Oh, the Inner Sanctum mountain is featured against those other towering peaks.
Those beautiful mountains are known as the Roof of Karine. Ah, and I see they have included Mount Pony Pony in the poster.
Mount Pony Pony? Is that the smaller peak to the left?
Known as the Little Sanctum, it is just west of the Inner Sanctum. Is it not also beautiful? But I suppose a lord with a defiled soul such as you could not perceive such beauty.
That's not true. I think it's absolutely stunning. Mountain range poster added to the court record. Alright. I'm down. Okay. A little bit of a remix of the Steel Samurai. Okay. Alright, I'm down. I was gonna say it's obviously not as good, but it's not as good. Because nothing can replace the original, but still sounds pretty damn good. Not the Steel Samurai, the Plumed Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm.
It is based on Lady Kira and is the #1 action hero show in Karine with the exact same musical theme as the Steel Samurai.
It is nice to hear the Steel Samurai theme again, though. I'm not so sure if it's original game, its overall look in that theme song. Yeah, the game's aware of it. I mean, obviously, the game would have to be. It's just that we have an action hero show back home that's really similar to this. Guessing this shows why Maya's so into Lady Kira. Ah, there it is. Oh, it's so good. Oh, the theme. Oh, it's so good. Oh, the original trilogy music, it's so good. Honestly, the theme song is exactly the same as the one from Maya's favorite show, The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. It's a popular action hero series filmed right in LA. Set in a city known as Neo Old Tokyo, it pits the Steel Samurai in mortal combat against his nemesis, the Evil Magistrate. Maya's collected DVDs and merchandise from that series as long as I've known her.
The Plume Punisher originated here in Karine. Is that clear, Bob Ted?
Yes, you're better. Just check the dates that the TV shows aired and see which one came out first, you dingus. This is in me. Do you think you're ready to talk?
Is it okay with you, dear? Yes, I will let him know. Lady Believe, you don't have to speak to this lawyer if it is not your wish. No, it's quite alright. If my husband were still with us, he would say,
As much as it pains me to have my lovely wife speak on such matters, if it would help to find the truth and ask whatever you may.
Okay, I'll take you up on your generous offer. Wait, did Mrs. Imi just call herself lovely just now?
Well, whatever are you waiting for? Ask your questions quickly so your departure may be just as swift.
Yes, of course. Okay. Trust in me. I'm never getting over that. I'm never getting over any of the name puns. Do you have any idea why your husband might have been killed? Was he acting different or doing anything out of the ordinary lately?
No, I don't recall anything of the sort.
Let me guess, that there be a lie? This is really difficult. Did anybody have a grudge against him?
He was a kind man and one of peace. He would never do anything that would cause someone to bear a grudge against him.
Oh, Cyclops! Cyclops! Yeah! These are Cyclops! This means Mrs. Inmee is trying to hide something from me. Oh, really? I'm sorry, every piece of music I hear that just reminds me of I just want to play the original trilogy again. Like, those games are so goddamn perfect. Except the circus case. But this music is still pretty good. This is the Magatama Mind gave me all those years ago, and it has a really amazing power. It reacts when someone is hiding something, and allows me to see the Cyclops that are holding that person's mind shut. Whenever I see any, I only have to tap my Magatama button on the screen to try and unlock them. Unlocking them all usually allows me to coax the truth out of them. Alright then, I guess it's time to crack their secrets with the I missed the Magatama button, but I hit it this time. Cyclops. They appear when I asked whether anyone held a grudge against her husband. Well, if anyone would hold a grudge against her husband, it would probably be Lady Kira. That must mean that Mrs. Imi thought of someone who just might have such a grudge. Let's just stir the pot a little and see what happens. Mrs. Imi, I have an idea who your husband's real killer might be. Because it was the wanted poster and all that. So,
it would make sense for him to have been connected with the rebel group in some way. So the rebel hunter would probably have a reason with that, a reason to have a grudge against it.
That'd be Maya, would it not?
No, of course not. It has to be someone with a motive to kill him. This is who I believe had a reason to kill your husband, Lady Kira. It was the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira. Everyone's talking about her. Oh.
I know not of what you speak.
Really? Because she even made the front page recently.
I am but a humble servant of Lady Kira. What reason would she have to kill someone as insignificant as I?
Actually, I have something that just might show why Lady Kira would kill Abbott and me. And that would be the warning we found. Where did we find the warning? It would be... Here it is, right here.
Take that!
This is a letter of warning from Lady Kira. Maya found it. It was in the Inner Sanctum, and only Maya and your husband were there at the time.
Ugh.
Alright, 1 down, 2 to go. This letter reached its intended recipient, your husband, the High Priest, didn't it?
And how do you know Maya wasn't lying to you? Because I've never seen a letter before, and I thought my husband never did either.
Well, it was probably sent in the envelope, which was addressed to the High Priest, which is empty now. Sorry, but evidence proves this warning was meant for your husband.
Take that!
Well, what's that?
It's an envelope addressed to the High Priest. The warning letter was delivered to your husband inside this, wasn't it?
Ugh. What nonsense is this? How can you prove the warning was delivered in this envelope?
There's gotta be some way to prove it. Wait a second, don't the envelope and the warning letter have something in common? I think there was... Oh, the holes, right? The proof is right here in the warning letter. Yeah, they have the same hole. The spot on the warning letter proves that it was delivered in that envelope, and that would be these holes right here.
Take that!
The 3 holes in the envelope are in the same shape and arrangement as the holes in the warning letter. If you fold the letter in thirds and place it in the envelope, the holes line up. That's what made the holes, I believe it. What would it have... Oh, wait, the arrow, right? Yup. Yeah, because the arrow has the 3 stings at the end of it. They were made by this war-bound arrow, one of the weapons favored by Lady Kira. The warning was folded in thirds, placed in the envelope addressed to the High Priest and delivered to your husband on the points of this arrow. Unlock successful. Are you ready to tell me the truth now?
I admit the warning was sent to my husband, but he was not an insurgent.
Why'd you keep it a secret?
Because the authorities might have suspected him being the one if I hadn't.
I guess that makes sense. If the rebel hunter was after him, I can see how people might at least suspect.
We are Karina's kingdom, as such rising up against the monarchy is the same as blaspheming Karinism itself.
Your husband was a devout priest of Karinism, and you feared that his good name would be tarnished if the warning went public.
Yes.
That makes sense, but is it the honest truth? What if the High Priest really was a rebel? The rebel hunter would have had a motive to kill him. Still. It just doesn't feel like the right time to ask her about it. Could you tell me a little more about the warning?
It arrived about 3 days before the purification rite. When we woke up that morning, it was already there by the side of our bed.
It was by the side of your bed?
Yes, we had the whole house locked up tight, and yet somehow we still managed to slip it in. It was so frightening, wasn't it, dear?
But you didn't contact the police because you didn't want them to suspect your husband of being a rebel.
That's right. If we only had told the police, maybe Teresk would still be alive today.
Oh, lovely wife, no need to fret, my dear. My only regret is I left you all alone.
Barbed, that is quite enough.
Yes, you're probably right. Mrs. Inme, I'm sorry to have bothered you at such a difficult time.
Don't be silly, I'm happy if I helped.
Barbed, you seem bent on casting suspicion upon Lady Kira. And by doing so, you seek to deflect the blame from the real killer, Maya Fey. That is the only logical conclusion.
I'm in no position to disprove her at this point, but if only I could find something to support my theory that the High Priest was a rebel. The only other person who might know more about Abbott and me would be Maya. They might be done questioning her by now. Maybe I'll stop by the detention center. And maybe we'll find out why she wants to keep... Oh, hello, Pocket Internet. That's your new name. You know what? Your new name is Smartphone. Because you just... Phoenix is charged as a Pocket Internet, and there she goes again! She literally only pops up whenever Princess Rifa needs to know something.
My mother has said what? It seems I must go.
Did something happen?
Yes, my mother has decreed that a rite shall be held for the High Priest's passing, and that she shall conduct the prayer of lament therein.
Her evidence is decreed, so has she? Oh, but she should not concern herself with a humble priest like my husband.
No, it is only natural considering his meritorious service. The rite will be held at the palace. You are to accompany me there at once, Lady Believe.
Thank you, your benevolence. My husband is most delighted too.
How wonderful for you, Mrs. Inme. A direct decree from the Queen must be quite an honor.
Barbed, you are coming as well.
Huh? But I don't have much time left to investigate.
As the one charged with monitoring you, you must remain within my sight at all times. Besides, it will take but a moment. Now come along.
Arguing the point will probably just make things worse for me. I better let her have her way this time. Famous last words, but alright. Oh, dear God. In case you need another reminder that this game is fucking gorgeous and the animations are beautiful. Alright, what voice do I give the Queen of the Kingdom?
His exemplary service deserves to be honored. Oh, but what a terribly trying time this must be for you, Lady Believe. May my prayer comfort your soul and that of your dearly departed husband. Nothing would please me more.
Oh, your eminence, your words are wasted on my humble husband and I.
Now that's what I call a commanding presence.
So, you are the lawyer of whom my daughter speaks.
Yes, Your Eminence. I'm so very honored to make your noble acquaintanceship. I'm humbled to bask in your resplendence. Did I overdo it? I have no idea how to talk to a queen. Oh.
May the Holy Mother's blessing be upon you. Now then, Lady Believe, let us go to the Chamber of Prayer. Rafa, you are to accompany us too. Yes, Mother.
Okay then. Wow, the queen is seriously something else. Who are you gonna be? Don't see how that'll do you any good. It's Justice Minister Inga.
Who are you?
You're the but I'm the guy who you went out of your way to talk to at the end of the first case. Nice to see you again, Minister Inga.
Again? Have we met?
I'm Phoenix Wright. I met in the accused lobby the other day.
Oh, right. Blue suit, jagged hair. You're that lawyer who brought my daughter down a peg or two.
Your daughter?
Yeah, Rifa.
He's Princess Rifa's father, so he's Queen Garen's husband. Ooh, wow. Pieced it together all by yourself, did you?
You plan on sticking your fat nose in this mess, too?
The accused is a good friend of mine.
Like I said the last time, you better watch yourself, see?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
You want to question me?
That would be great.
You got balls for a lawyer. Guess I can play along a bit. But I got things to do, see? So we'll have to talk while I work.
Well, if by work you mean stand perfectly still, then okay. I wanted you to let you know that I'll be the defense lawyer in this case, too. Ah, I see, so he is talking while working.
Wow, don't say I didn't warn you. You only won last time because that idiotic prosecutor filed false charges.
Well, that is fair. Gaspin Payne is kind of a certifiable grade A dipshit. But, you know, it's not our first rodeo. We've taken down Edgeworth, Francisca von Karma, Manfred von Karma, Godot. I think we'll be fine.
But it's gonna be different this time. I got Karine's top prosecutor on this one, see?
I don't care who I go up against. I'm going to prove my client innocent.
You haven't forgotten the little thing called the Defense Culpability Act, have you? Blows when you'll suffer the same fate as the accused, see?
How could I forget?
Yeah, you lawyers are all the same. You strut your stuff till the DC Act comes down hard.
No, that's not true.
Then you start begging and pleading for your lives. It's really hard to watch, I tell you.
Well, I don't plan on letting it come to that. Were you the one who wrote the Defense Culpability Act?
Maybe I did, and maybe I did.
Okay, Larry Butts. No, well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Huh? How do you like that?
Either way, it's just, Minister, I'm gonna enforce the thing. It started as a way to counter the dirty tricks of you trade, like falsifying evidence. But it turned out to be quite handy, efficient even.
Handy? Efficient?
Yeah, it made my job real easy. Any goons who cross me or the Garen administration are gonna get just what they deserve, especially those rebel scum.
Rebel scum. You can get away with that here?
Better watch your mouth, lawyer. I enforce the law in Karine, see? And being that I'm the queen's husband, that makes me king.
No, pretty sure the queen's the boss around here.
Go on, say what you're thinking so I can charge you with lace with majesty.
Ugh, I can't get myself arrested now.
Listen up, lawyer. We got a low crime rate and a populace that lives in peace.
Gee, I wonder why.
And that's all thanks to the DC Act.
Yeah, okay, I'm sure that hasn't caused any problems in the past, so I don't want to hear any more lip about it. But I can't defend my client unless I can speak my mind.
And even without the DC Act, Dirk and his insurgent scum buddies' days are numbered.
What's that supposed to mean?
Which is, I got a little trick up my sleeve, so I don't want you to fire you. Cause you got a defiant attitude like one of them dragon dupes. Say, White, you know what these are?
No, what?
Orders of execution. They really pile up if I start slacking off.
Wait, wait a minute. What happened to your low crime rate and your sense of peace? Well, apparently it's all gone out the window because you're just like, death to you, death to you. It reminds me of the Phineas and Ferb movie where Doomwitch just goes doom, 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 and doom. Jinx, you owe me 3 sodas. Okay, doom for you, doom. Like he's just dealing cards out of a deck. Like doom for you, death to you, death to you, death to you.
And tomorrow I'll have even more work to do, processing the one for your little friend. And if you really do defend her, I'll have to add one more to the pile for you. But you're not stupid enough to waste your life on that criminal, are you?
Don't worry, I'll make sure to lighten your workload, Inga. And I won't give you a single execution order to sign tomorrow.
I have returned, Barbed Head.
Your benevolence. Are you done with the rite?
Yes, it was performed flawlessly. Lady Believe stayed behind to speak with Mother. I hope this will
help ease your sorrow even just a little.
So, you have been speaking with my father?
Yes, you could say that.
My father is a great man.
Uh-huh.
He works tirelessly to keep the peace in our kingdom by murdering everybody. Khura'in, as it stands today, owes everything to the efforts of my mother and my father because they murder everybody. You should feel deeply honored because we murder everybody. Under normal circumstances, they would have never spoken so readily with a lawyer.
Yes, of course. Seems Rafa doesn't know what her father's really like. Well, now that we're done here, let's go see if I can talk to Maya now.
Oh, it's you, Nick!
Maya, are you okay? The questioning wasn't too harsh, was it?
No, I'm alright. How about you? Make any progress?
Well, I haven't found any conclusive evidence that could prove your innocence, but I have a small lead.
Really?
But for right now, I'd like to ask you about the High Priest.
Sure, ask away. By the way, what's the princess doing with you still, Nick?
I'll get into it at the end of this episode. I have some words. Okay. Does she have anything better to do? Doesn't seem like it.
I heard that. How rude. Of course I have many other things I could be doing.
Like what? Name one. Just one. Just name one. That's all I want. Just name one. One single thing. Oh, what's that? Nothing. Do you think the High Priest could have been a rebel?
A rebel? Why would you even think that?
Because if he was, then the rebel hunter Lady Kira would have had a motive to kill him.
What?
Uh-oh, Princess Rafer overheard me.
What idiocy is this? Abbott and me a rebel? It is beyond the pale. My mother has offered the prayer of lament to his soul. That's the sort of person he was.
Alright. I'm just raising the possibility.
I will not listen to such tomfoolery.
She stormed out. Oh well, nothing we can do about that. Do you recall the High Priest doing anything suspicious?
Come to think of it, he seemed unusually restless during the rite. He kept glancing up at the sky, though I have no idea why.
He was restless and kept looking up at the sky. Doesn't really tell us much, does it? Anything else come to mind?
Sorry, that's about it.
Guess this is all I'm gonna learn about the High Priest right now. Oh, but there is one thing I should follow up on. Maya, about what you said earlier, why can't you tell anyone you can channel spirits?
Oh, that! You know all the queens are also spirit mediums here?
I heard. It was kind of a shock at first, though.
In Khura'in, spirit channeling is a secret art that can only be performed by the queen.
Oh?
No one's supposed to be able to do it.
I see. Spirit channeling is a symbol of power or authority then, in that sense. I can see why it would look bad if nobody from another country were able to do it then. But wait, I thought the whole point of you coming here was to hone your... Okay, now I'm just confused. Because the end of Trials and Tribulations was like, you've achieved... Like, you are now going to be the Master of Khura'in. So, or the Master of the Khura'in channeling technique. So my thought process was, okay, great. Maya's fulfilled, she completed her character arc. Great. Phenomenal ending to the trilogy for her and for everyone else, but focusing on her now. Great ending for her. Great, we're done. Moving on now. Then we come to this game, it turns out, oh wait, yes, I'm gonna become the Master of Khura'in. All I gotta do is go to the Kingdom of Khura'in and do this. But if spirit channeling is frowned upon, then why are you here?
Spirit channeling in the Khura'in tradition was developed from a Khura'inist style that was brought to the US via Japan. Seems like my clan's spiritual power is greater than that of the average Khura'inese.
Oh, I see now.
It may be a corrector to how our styles diverge, but I don't really know.
So if spirit channeling is a power possessed only by the Queens of Khura'in, and it's a power that somehow made its way down the line to Maya, then I guess that makes Queen Garin and Princess Rafa distant relatives of Maya's?
Anyway, it's not like there's some kind of rule about it. It's just, I'd rather not have it become an issue or anything. That's why mediums who come here to train hide the fact that they can channel spirits.
Ah, okay. Okay, now it's starting to make more sense. I see. I had no idea it was so complicated. Yeah, neither did I. It was all so simple in the original trilogy.
Either way, training here is a must to fulfill the qualification needed to become the Master.
And what is this qualification to become the Master?
To be able to channel spirits of one's own volition and without fail every time. Like, remember how my spirit channeling was always a hit or miss?
I don't know about that one. You were able to very consistently channel Mia. So, don't know about that one.
I only ever succeed about 3% of the time.
Oh, really? Are you sure about that? Yeah, it was more like spirits possessed her as opposed to her channeling them. Not sure you know what you're talking about there. So you can do it every single time now, whenever you want?
Yep. At least, I think.
You think?
Well, I haven't actually tried channeling anyone since I completed my training here, but once I get back home, I plan on taking the final spirit. Like, remember in Recipe for Turnabout, when we were like, hey, Maya's dressed up in the costume, let's go try to trick Victor Kudo, and then Victor Kudo's like,
Go back to playing in the playground, you kid.
and then immediately, like, instantly, Maya's like, alright, I shall channel Mia, and we'll fix this. Now it's like, oh, I guess it's a 30% success rate. That's, interesting. I'll try channeling one spirit after another in a marathon channeling session. Only those who pass the test are worthy of becoming the master, huh? Yeah, but I know I can do it. I'm gonna ace that test and become the next master. After all, I can't let my clan and the other villagers down. Right. And Maya's the next big hope of Karain Village. It's gotta be a lot of pressure. So speaking of similarities, I've noticed another similarity between our countries besides spirit channeling. I saw a show on TV that reminded me of the Steel Samurai. Oh, you must mean the Plume Punisher. So you've already seen the Plume Punisher? You really don't miss a beat. Actually, it was her benevolence who told me all about it. Oh, she's back. Okay.
As the royal priest, I am charged with monitoring your movements.
Then why did you leave earlier?
I must not avert my ears, but not even from your blasphemous theories.
Her sense of duty is commendable, but I wouldn't mind if she backed off a bit. Great timing, your benevolence. It's actually something I wanted to show off to the both of you. Show off? Yep, ta-da! What is that? It's an ultra-rare Plume Punisher strap. There's only one of them in the whole world. It was especially made to promote the TV show.
You're the owner of this strap?
Don't tell me, you're a Plume Punisher fan too, your benevolence.
No, of course, not only little children watch that show. I had no interest in such things.
Liar. Right.
No, I'm telling the truth.
Sure, let's just leave it at that. So, how did you get your hands on that, Maya?
I found a kindred spirit in a Plume Punisher from here in Karain.
It resulted in exchange of cultures transcending national borders. And by culture exchange, you mean you swap TV show promo merchandise. You bet, I traded my Steel Samurai watch for the strap. It's a super rare watch that plays the Steel Samurai theme song when the alarm goes off. My newfound Karainese friend was so happy I got this one-of-a-kind strap in return. I guess there are people like that wherever you go, even here in Karain. Watch this, when you press the microtometer bell, it plays the show's theme song. What are you talking about? Can't you hear the folks instruments in the intro and the exotic tones about that? The melody's still the same. That doesn't matter. That's like, oh, Apollo Justice's pursuit theme was different than Phoenix Wright's pursuit theme. Can't you hear the different instruments? It's the same damn melody. Can't you hear the folks instruments? Oh, I already read that. Plus, the Steel Samurai has Japanese taiko drums that go. Right, guess my ears are starting as good as yours. Anyway, I have this amazing idea for a new show. The Plume Punisher vs. the Steel Samurai. I'm gonna totally go pitch it to some TV station when I get back home. It's gonna be a huge hit. Right, you're right, villains?
I have no interest in such things.
Well, if nothing else, talking about the Plume Punisher has thankfully seemed to cheer Maya up a bit. It's getting late. Try to get some sleep, okay, Maya? And leave tomorrow to me. Okay, thanks, Nick! Is that it? I think I've just covered a bit of. Okay, thank God. Time to head back to the temple and go over everything I've learned so far. Nope, we're still not done. Go back to the temple. Alright, here we go. May 10th, temple. It's getting late, won't be long till sundown. Albie? Albie!
Are you done with your investigation for today?
Pretty much. I thought I'd go over what I've learned so far. Care to join me?
Yes, please allow me to help.
Okay, first, we know the High Priest received a warning 3 days ago. Is someone claiming to be... Yeah, I mean, this is just a summary of what we've learned. Like, we already know this. If this is all just a summary, I'm just gonna skip this. Why would we stop the mystery? Like the break a need. Unfortunate for you. Shellston. No proof. Yeah, we'll find proof.
Your benevolence.
While it's true you're not forced to express any evidence, that is perhaps the product of my careful monitoring of your every move.
I wasn't planning to do anything like that in your first voice with your benevolence, but I am going to prove my innocence within the confines of the law.
How can you be so sure you will?
Because of my undying faith in my clients, it is a lawyer's greatest weapon.
What nonsense. You have chosen to dig your own grave. When next we meet, it shall be in the Hall of Justice. As Royal Priestess, it is my duty to reveal the truth through the divination seance. This time I will prove that the insights I gleaned thereof are the very truth itself. Prepare yourself, for this shall be your last trial, and your last rites. Tomorrow shall end with you under the headman's acts.
Uh-huh, whatever you say, buddy. Tomorrow I'll be defending Maya in that so-called Hall of Justice again. That whole seance thing makes trials here completely different from those back home. Plus I don't have a shred of conclusive evidence. Yeah, well, what else is new? On the other hand, I got plenty of confusion and anxiety to spare. I'll have to think of something. After all, I'm the only lawyer in all of Karine. I have to do this. I will do this. I'll prove my innocence if it's the last thing I do. And it's finally done. Oh my god. Okay, so the thing that I was alluding to is why couldn't they have just had Maya be the assistant for this case? They bring Maya back and then go out of their way to make her the suspect or the defendant in this case. Which, I get it. It's like, hey, that happened in the original trilogy, but I don't need to defend the same person 3 goddamn times. Or 4 if you technically count Trials and Tribulations, the ending, but, you know, it's whatever. It's like, why didn't you just make her the assistant? Like, that would be so much better. Because, like, immediately, it's already, they already went back to the same snappy dialogue and back and forth relationship chemistry they had in the original trilogy. So why didn't you just, like, why do you have to then make her the accused? Just, okay, yeah, I get it, right? Personal stakes in the matter, like, it gets you to care about your client, but, like, come on. Because, and then the other side of the spectrum is, okay, but then maybe it's like they don't want to have her in the game too much, because then it might seem like they're just pandering, but I don't know. This case is off to an interesting start. It's not bad so far, just why even bother bringing Maya back at this point? We'll have to wait and see how this goes. I'm cautiously optimistic going forth, which is disappointing because up until this point the game's been phenomenal. Like, seriously, that last case is one of the best in the entire series. But I don't know, I guess we'll have to wait and see. But that's it for this, so thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next time to catch you all on Tuesday. Oh yeah, by the way, we've had a week's worth of Spirit of Justice episodes, and we're already on the 3rd case of the game. Granted, it's because all the episodes have been freaking long as all hell. I'm sure I'll edit it in some way, but whatever. It's just, I'll see you on Tuesday for the next episode of Spirit of Justice. Goodbye.